It's really cool to just have people in their 20s in general on this platform to, talk about real life shit that people who are 20 years old, have to deal with.
I think it's good. I'm upset that the Nuggets lost the other day.
I didn't see the game, but I saw the buzzer beater. That was an amazing shot.
It was a great shot. I just really wanted the Nuggets to win. I want the Nuggets. I want a Nuggets Heat finals. I'd much rather see a Nuggets Heat finals than a Lakers Celtics finals.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they would just be better games, But I like what's going on, bro. I mean, I like the matchups. I mean, the Celtics just beat the Heat yesterday, I believe. So what is it, 2-1 now?
Yeah, 2-1.
So that's dope. I'm hoping that the Nuggets can win one because they were damn near gonna win yesterday.
Yeah, they
were
were.
To win. They just Anthony Davis just happened to fucking hit that shot.
Yeah.
But so they could win the games. They can win these games. You know what I'm saying? And they've already won 2 series that they didn't know and thought they were gonna win to begin with. And they were down 3-1 in both of them. So I guess we'll just have to wait to see what happens. But this playoffs though is actually probably one of the better ones I'd imagine in the past few years. It's a lot more competitive, a lot more crazy shit going on. Just crazy as playoff runs by Murray. And then when he was playing the Jazz and with Mitchell and shit, that battle was just fucking insane.
Jamal Murray's really coming to his own, bro. Dude is a huge bucket.
Yeah, the Nuggets high key are gonna be scary in the next year.
Because they got Michael Porter and they got Bol.
And Jokic is a fucking
dog. He's a beast. Like, how do you feel about the conversation between him and AD? Like, who's better, who's not? I think they do 2 different things. Jokic is definitely more for a facilitator who can happen to score. AD's a scorer.
If I had to pick one on my team, I'd probably pick Jokic.
Why you say that?
Because I feel like he's for his size, the way he can facilitate a ball and pass the ball and find the open player and make the smart passes, I feel like that's so huge because he can do classic big man things. He can bang down low. He's a big guy. You see the man. He's a big guy. He can bang down low. He can get do what he needs to do in the post, but he can also come outside and shoot. You know what I'm saying? All right, boom. He could if you double team him, he's gonna find the open man. He's gonna make an incredible pass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not that Anthony Davis can't do these things, but the amount of times I've seen Jokic do it so much, and it's just like. I just feel like that was somebody you'd want on your team to be able to facilitate and kind of take a little bit more pressure off the point guard in certain situations to always have to create a play. You know what I'm saying? So then you can know especially if the ball's in his hands, you can trust that he's like, all right, I know he's gonna. Because you got some bigs that are they're just big. Like you don't want them dribbling the ball up. You don't want them
like Omer Ashi.
Yeah, you just want them run down on the post,
block shots, ball, turn around, shoot.
Do it, you know what I'm saying? That's it. But it'd be nice to be able to kind of keep the defense guessing. Like, all right, who's gonna the offense gonna run through this time? Who's gonna take the shot? Who's gonna be the main facilitator? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot harder to I feel like figure out defensively when you have multiple players that are able to kind of create and the way and plus just the way he fits in with the Nuggets. I feel like that's a really unselfish team. And they're just trying to win.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, so if that means he's getting 20 assists and and 2 points, which
it's a win.
It's a win.
It's a win
as long as it wins. So I really like him. But I mean, I wouldn't be mad if I had AD either. I mean, AD's fucking ridiculous.
You can't go wrong with either.
You really can't. I guess I feel like it just kind of comes down to small things. But I just feel like at this point right now, Jokic, his passing game is ridiculous for his size, and I feel like that'd be a really big asset to have on a team.
Yeah,
regular season and postseason,
especially now because people trying to pass the ball more, people trying to do different things. So
exactly,
I think to me,
stretch the floor.
Exactly, and I think to me the key for the Nuggets this series, at least in my opinion, the Lakers guard play has been very suspect, especially because Rondo was out. Rondo's back, so it's picked up. And I think the Nuggets guard play has been great between Murray and Gary Harris and Jeremy Grant, I believe he's a stretch. I forget. But either way, guard and wing play for the Nuggets has been great.
Yeah.
They've overall been playing really good, even though they keep getting down in these 3-1 series. So when they come back, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The future is very bright for them. I think that these upcoming years, that definitely is looking like a dynasty. They're going to get if they keep that core together, they're getting at least 2 chips.
I think they'll keep the core together. I think they know. I don't see. They're not going to trade either Jokic or Murray.
And they got Michael Porter Jr.
They're not going to trade him either. They're probably just. I'm sure he'll probably be a starter. I wouldn't even be surprised if he started next year. Just they gave him this year just to kind of like hopefully you're back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hopefully.
So it's
not,
like,
man.
yeah, I know, because that'd be
suck.
That would really fucking suck. But yeah, they're gonna be really nice in these next coming years. I feel like Murray, like he was good. Like everybody knew he was good, but I feel like this playoffs, like
he came alive.
Took it to another level, bro. He's really just playing.
He balled
his
the fuck
ass
out.
off.
Like if they make it to the finals and they happen to win, bro, finals MVP.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I feel like the champion's coming out of the West because if you
I think it depends on who comes out of the East.
Well, it may be, but between those two, the things that Denver and LA has that those other teams don't is size. I think LA's gonna win it all, but between those two, it's size. The West is big. Boston, they only had they have Enes Kanter, and I think his name's Brad Wanamaker. Taco Fall, I don't think he's playing right now. Every time I seen him, he's in a suit. So I don't know how well they do against size.
That's why I think if any team's gonna win out of the East, I think it'd be the Heat. To be honest with you, I just really like the way they play too. They're talk about an unselfish team, man. Like that, they're just trying to win the game.
They bust their ass.
They're trying to win the game. They're damn near giving hustle every single play, man. I mean, just they really are trying to do their thing. So I could easily see an upset.
Jimmy Butler's going crazy.
Yeah. That's another reason why I want them to win. I just want to see him get a ring. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I don't think anybody would be upset with the Heat win this year. You know, especially just with the team and just how they are and everything like that. So, but I would personally like to see a Nuggets Heat finals. I feel like that the matchup is pretty dope. Pretty dope. And then you got just 2-star guards going against each other, and you got Tyler Hero just fucking going nuts. Just to see Murray, just all of them. I just feel like that'd be so much better than like a Heat Lakers finals or a Celtics Lakers finals, because then it's probably gonna be the Lakers that are gonna win. You know, so there's just such a bigger team than everybody else. You know, and then they pick two of the best players in the league to fucking team up. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, but we're not trying to make this easy. It's like, all right, whatever, man.
How would you feel if the NBA playoffs were played in a bubble every year? Because the competition's been great.
Competition's been really good. Yeah.
I feel like it's really showing.
I don't know. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. There would be zero home court advantage.
None. Just would
there be fans? Would fans have to travel in and out to see these games? You know, or would there be no fans?
I didn't think about that. Yeah,
in there, because I'd imagine that's probably how they make a lot of their money.
Oh yeah,
it's playoffs
easily.
But yeah, bro. I mean, the competition that has been in this bubble, I feel like it's some of the best playoff we've had in recent years, competition wise. You know what I'm saying? Like just because it's. The battles have just been really fucking dope. Upsets. I mean, just players going at it. You know, it really is something. Games going down to the literal last second shots.
A lot of buzzer beaters.
A lot of buzzer beaters. You know, and literally like one call can change the game type shit. You know, so those are things that I like to see during the playoffs. You know, so I wouldn't be mad if I wouldn't be mad if the reason that these playoffs are like this is because of the bubble. Granted, obviously players are playing, so they obviously have a hand in why it's like this. But is the atmosphere another big reason as to why it's so maybe more competitive? And you know what I'm saying? So, so I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if we try it out maybe like one more time to see. But I think it'd be cool. I really do think it'd be cool. But weren't they gonna do like a play-in? They were thinking about doing like a play-in tournament.
Yeah, for the all 16 team 30 teams.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I still feel like the Suns should have been in the final, or not the finals, but the
playoffs.
But yeah, bro.
I'm not mad at Dame though.
I'm not mad. Like I'm not mad.
Dame busted his ass.
Yo, it's like, bro, what else do they got to do? They literally went 8-0 in the bubble. It's like we won every single game, and I was like, bro,
it's fucked up how maybe had they. Because Portland put themselves in position, Phoenix put themselves in position. Maybe Portland and Phoenix should have played each other for that last playoff spot. That would be hard.
That would have been, that would have been something. That would have been something to see. That would have been actually pretty dope to see.
Yes.
But you know, I don't know. Just as a team, if I'm going in, I'm like, and they told me like, yeah, there's a chance that you guys can win every single game and still not make the playoffs. I'm like, all right, I don't even want to play.
It's fucking bullshit. Yeah.
Like if that's a chance that that's happening, what's the point of me? Why are we even here? If there's even a chance we're not even gonna make the playoffs, even if we win every game, which is what they did.
Yeah,
they won every game.
They won out
every single fucking game
against the Clippers, They beat the Lakers, if I remember correctly. They beat the fuck out of everybody.
Everybody, and they still didn't fucking make the playoffs. Everyone's just like, "Oh, good job, get the fuck out of here." Man.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Yeah, nah, that shit lame. I can't wait for D. I really like D Book. Excuse me. I personally feel like he's already the best 2 guard in the league. I think he's better than James Harden. A lot of people don't like that opinion.
Really?
Yeah, because if you really think about it, a lot of people say it's a travel, say it's not a travel. That shit don't look right.
Step back?
Yes. Yeah. A lot of his points he gets are off foul calls. So as much as he is ISO when he goes crazy with the ball and he does the setback threes, I feel like his game started to become a little more predictable now. First of all, he was in OKC. You ain't know what the fuck he was going to do.
I think it is becoming more predictable. I was just saying, I saw something on Instagram talking about ball don't stop. That you follow that page?
I don't think so.
It was this guy who just talked about basketball, but he was saying how this year, how James Harden wasn't really shooting the mid-range as much.
Correct.
So it was a lot more predictable. You're either going to drive, try to go for the foul, or you're going to
step back.
3.
Yeah.
Step back, shoot 3. So if he were to incorporate the 2 back into his game, it makes him that much more unpredictable because, all right, he's driving. Oh, no, he just shot up for 2. Oh, now he's going to go for 2. Now he drove. Oh, now, you know what I'm saying? Now there's so many more things that he could do. So he should probably try to reincorporate that, which I think he should do because the Rockets need to figure something out. Rockets need to figure something out, bro, because what they're doing this is not working.
I knew that shit wasn't going to work.
This is not working,
and,
bro.
Rest in peace to the king. But Kobe said that shit wasn't going to work either. I knew that shit wasn't going to work because you're literally playing 21. Niggas is literally out there shooting threes, getting rebounds, and then getting a layup off misses. That's all they do, and you can't guard anybody. That's why I knew the Lakers were going to beat the. I'm surprised they won the game against the Lakers.
Yeah, they need to figure something out. It doesn't help that Westbrook. I don't know what happened to Westbrook.
Honestly,
bro.
Like on paper, that matchup was crazy. On paper, not matchup. That combination of. By the way, we how much time you got? We're at 1:07. You good still?
Yeah. Man.
Okay. I'm gonna make this a 2-part. But between Russell Westbrook and James Harden, you put them on the same team on paper, that's like, oh crap, that's crazy. But now you're trying to fit him in X and O's wise. And Russell Westbrook has been so streaky. And then you got him shooting a lot of threes. He's never really a good 3-point shooter to begin with. You're going to make him a slasher. You're going to make him the ball dominant point guard because he's not a Chris Paul. That's what worked with Chris Paul. Because a team that thrives off sharing the ball and shooting threes, Russell Westbrook doesn't always share the ball and shoot threes. And Russell Westbrook is going to play Russell Westbrook's game. Yeah. Period.
I mean, that's really the only game he can play. It's
straight, which is dope because he does it the way he does.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you can only do that so much until your athleticism goes away. I mean, he's gonna be an athletic guy, but like he's not as explosive as he once was.
No, and
he's still explosive as fuck, obviously. Yeah. But I mean, you gotta develop a 2. You gotta develop a mid range. You gotta be able to somewhat consistently hit the 3, bro. Because if you don't, and you're just relying on your athleticism, the minute your athleticism
you're done.
Gives out, no one's gonna want you because you're not doing anything for the team, you know. So, and I'm sure he knows that, man. But so hopefully he can kind of fix it, turn it around. Because he's not. How old is he?
30, I think.
He's not old.
He's not old at all.
He's not old at all.
He's not old at all.
So I mean, he can change it around. He just needs to take the D Rose approach and get a fucking shot. Or a floater. Russell Westbrook don't float shit. Whole time, yeah. A floater would be nice.
Russell Westbrook with a floater in the mid range. I mean, the mid range is kind of there.
Yeah, he can shoot. Obviously, he can shoot a basketball. He can shoot a basketball, but it's not as consistent as you would think it would be for a basketball player.
Nah, it's not. And I look at it like this, right? We look at D Wade. D Wade relied on his athleticism. But then as D-Wade got older, D-Wade got a consistent jump shot.
Exactly.
So that allowed him to continue to thrive in this league. If you don't have a consistent jump shot.
I mean, look at literally all the great athletic players, other than maybe Vince Carter, because dude was dunking at 80 years old. But, like, I mean, you look at Mike, you know, crazy explosive athletic player when he was younger. As he got older, got his shot better. Yeah. Same shit with Kobe, athletic when he was younger. As he got older, got his shot better. Same thing with LeBron. I mean, LeBron's still crazy athletic, but still crazy athletic when he was younger. As he got older, shot got better. You have to add new things to your game and really include fundamentals the older you get.
Yeah.
Because that's what's gonna keep you in the game for longer. Because if you're just relying on athleticism and blowing past people and dunks and this and that, that's only gonna get you so far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of it. So, and I'm sure he knows that. Hopefully, he can come around. Cause I like Westbrook.
I do too.
I really do, and I do want. It'd be nice to see him win one. You know, I don't know if it's gonna be with the Rockets though.
What team you think he fits on?
I don't know. That's the thing. What team would he fit on?
New York? I don't know. Because there's nobody else there. And I'm not saying he can't play with nobody, but it's just like, man, like.
I just think his style of game is hard to compliment, you know.
Maybe just go to New York, give him the keys. I don't know.
Give him the keys. Maybe if he was younger, then he could have, then they could have had Harden on the outside, Westbrook on the inside. So you got to worry about two, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, when you still got Harden, you got to worry about Harden on the outside. But when Westbrook's airballing, mid-range shots, not hitting free throws, and it's just like, all right, well, I guess we don't really have to worry about him, do we? You know what I'm saying? So you're not really doing what you thought was going to happen. So, but I don't think the Rockets are going to trade him. I'm pretty sure.
I would hope not. I think he's making a lot of fucking money. So I don't know if anybody's going to be able to offload that contract anyway.
Probably not. So. And they're probably not going to want to admit to it not working out.
Exactly, because they were the biggest thing. Oh, analytics this. Oh, the numbers this. Oh, this. I knew that shit. If you really know basketball, you know that shit was some bullshit. Plus minus advanced stats. Yeah. You know that shit don't mean shit. Put the ball in the bucket, play defense.
Yeah,
that's all that. That's all that matters,
man. I don't understand how these teams. And now, it's really at the end of the day, it's just two guys talking shit about professional basketball players and how they need to play better.
And we are nothing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you would think that defense in the NBA, like I want to see a defensive-minded team. I agree. I would love to see a team that just obviously they're gonna score the ball in the basket, but I want to see a team that's just hold teams down to 80 points.
Yeah.
Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Get under people's skin. Like, I don't know, bro. I feel like now people are so, or the league is so, they just care more about high scoring games, dunks, flat, fast breaks, this and that, but no one cares about defense anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's such an important part. Such an important part of any game, really. Any fucking sport is defense, and I feel like in basketball, how many times you see people just blow by someone to get to the rim? You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no defense there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, how do you feel about defense? So Miami plays defense. Mm-hmm. They play it hard. They score all the time. So I think that's a good balance of teams that play good, hard-nosed defense. That's that Pat Riley culture. Yeah. Like, that's one thing I like about the Heat and the Spurs. They have a culture about them. They have a standard that's set. You on Miami?
Like when you come to this team, this is how the team plays.
Your ass in shape. Your ass play hard. And, yeah. That's all really is to it. So, I don't know. I get where you're coming from.
That's how it should be, man. Mm-hmm. That's how most players or most teams should be. I feel like some teams were like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, Detroit was like that. Chicago did have that type of, before. Granted, the front office fucked them up, but they made moves this year, so shit's about to change.
I wonder who they're gonna draft.
I don't know. They got the 4th pick.
I haven't really looked into what the Bulls need, but this is this last year's contract.
I don't know if they should grab Melo.
I don't think
because
so.
they just
you have Kobe White, you have Chris,
you have second.
You have Kobe White, you got Kobe, you got Chris Dunn, you still got Zach, you got Laurie, they still got Wendell, right? I like Wendell, but my thing is they got rid of Bobby Portis. That shit was stupid.
Yeah, I wish
Bobby Wendell and Laurie in the same front court. Oh,
that'd have been nasty.
God,
that'd have been nasty. But I mean, I don't really know what the fuck they were thinking. And then Bobby went nuts. He went fucking crazy on us when they played us.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad he did.
Yeah,
I really am. But I'm glad that the Bulls made some fucking moves in the front office and in the coaching position. They fired Boylan. They haven't picked anybody up yet, but I know they're thinking about like what
they need to
Nuggets assistant.
Yes, I want them to go after Mark fucking Jackson. That is what I want.
There was a couple people, and I don't know if his name was in that.
Yeah, I know his name's not because he got blackballed by the Warriors. But Mark Jackson, you want to talk about taking the team from nothing to something? Mark Jackson took the Warriors, flipped that. Granted, Steve Kerr did a good fucking job, but Mark Jackson built that foundation.
Yeah.
Mark built that foundation. So why can't he come to Chicago, build that hard-nosed, play defense foundation? I love Mark Jackson.
Yeah, man. He was a good coach. He definitely doesn't get the credit he deserves.
No.
I guess it depends on what I don't know what like coach or like what type of play they're trying to go for.
Yeah.
So I guess it depends on the coach and stuff like that. But for the pick the people that they were thinking about, a lot of them are really good, coming from a lot of good teams.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. And but I don't know. But I know for the draft though, I don't think this. I've been hearing that this isn't really the strongest draft, and like there's no definite number 1 pick. this year.
That's disrespectful. How would you feel as a number 1 draft pick and they say, yeah, this draft ain't strong? Or you put your name in the draft. I'd be like, well,
you just got to take that as motivation. You got to prove them wrong. But, shit, but not every draft's going to have the next Mike, next Kobe. Yeah. Sometimes it's just, this is a draft. But I know Melo is a big one. Cole Anthony.
Buckets.
Yeah, he's a dog too. I keep
Anthony
hearing about
Edwards?
this. I keep hearing about this one guy, European dude. Apparently he's actually like really good. I really have no idea. I know the Bulls were looking at him.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I used to not have faith in I have faith in foreign players, but it's just like it's just the way they're hyped up. They're hyped up so much, and then they come over. It's either they're really good, or they come for years and they phase out. That Milo Tesidic dude who was in the Clippers makes all the crazy passes.
Yeah.
So he kind of did his thing. Pablo Prigioni. I was a big Pablo Prigioni fan. He was a man for a while too. But then of course you got like Luka, KP, Dirk. These players come over here and they watch these American players. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, it's just you're gonna find basketball players everywhere. But I think it's more so probably levels of like intensity, like how physical the game is.
Yeah,
I think isn't it more physical?
I think it is more physical. Yeah,
over there or over here. I think it's more physical over there.
Really?
Because you can't touch anybody in the NBA now.
Oh, wow, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? You can't touch anybody. So I don't know. But I do know that we've talked about this before about like just the way that the styles of play over in Europe and here are just different. Fundamentally wise over there, but then you even watch the players that come from over there to here, and like look Luka for example, the man he's not fast
at all. That's the part that kills me
at all. But he fundamentally is so strong and so sound that he's just killing you. Dirk, he wasn't breaking ankles. But that fadeaway,
impossible to guard.
KP is a fucking dog. There's so many European players you can pick from that you look at them and they're not doing the flashiest moves, but they'll drop 30 on your head.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like it just depends. But yeah, some players do just kind of fizzle out, and they probably just aren't able really to make that move from European ball to NBA, especially, and then with them being hyped up, they're probably pretty decent in the Europe, and probably just being good. You're obviously gonna be expected to be. That's just like a college player being the man over there, and then coming over to the NBA, and it just doesn't translate.
It's like Anthony Bennett.
Exactly.
He was a motherfucking man in college, and that shit
just happens sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right, we could hit one more thing that we can get out of here. Did you are you aware of who RBG is?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She passed.
Yeah.
Friday.
Rest in peace.
Big rest in peace. I was doing some research on her on the way over. I listened to a podcast, and my girl also watched a documentary on her. And to be a woman in a place of power, to be a woman in a place of power is something that's like huge, especially way back then.
Yeah.
But from my girl was telling me from the documentary is that society back then was like woman need to cook, clean, take care of the kids, don't worry about working, none of that shit. But her husband was the one that pushed her to keep doing more. And usually men back then didn't push you.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really interesting about her story, how like that the roles were kind of flipped and he pushed her to be a better woman and do whatever the fuck she wanted to do.
Yeah. That's huge, just having someone in your corner and just basically just to tell you like, listen, fuck all the negativity and what everyone's saying, like if you want to do it, go do it. That's huge. And I'm glad that her husband was able to do that because, she made a huge difference for a lot of people, a lot of women in America. She's helped out, and made just huge steps and inspired so many, and stays consistent with her views and stuff like that. So shouts out to him for that, you know what I'm saying? And, it definitely is it's gonna be a loss to the Supreme Court. I'm hoping whoever gets picked isn't the worst person in the world. We'll see what happens. It was tough though. It was tough, and from what I've been reading about her after her death, a lot of people were saying that were close to her and stuff were saying that she knew exactly how people looked at her. She knew exactly how she was going to be thought about after her death, her legacy. Like she knew all that. She knew all of that, and she made a point to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And to make it bigger and keep providing and letting people know that it is possible to kind of do things that are once thought to be impossible. So yeah, I mean, I really think anybody, man or woman, can look at her story and just what she's done and the things, people she's helped, and find inspiration somehow. You know what I'm saying? Just in life, in dealing with unfair situations, or dealing with situations where you're one of the few of your kind, whether it's you're one of the only men and as that's a, you know, that runs a daycare, or, you know, you're the only woman that's, you know, and that's in your that's a doctor in your hospital, whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, you know, kind of, you can look at her story and be like, you know what, boom, like she was, you know, what she was doing then was thought it was impossible for a woman to do because of just the gender roles back then, you know, but she kept pushing and then got to literally the highest place you can get for a judge, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. In America, at least. So that's super inspiring, man. Super inspiring, and like I said, it's a big loss to America, you know, because she was one of the good ones for sure, man. She was really one of the good ones.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
But at least, how do you feel about her ruling that she doesn't want anyone to replace her spot?
She doesn't want anyone to replace her
until the next president. Yeah, if I'm saying that correctly.
I'm
not too fan of politics, so I really don't know.
I mean, I know there's, I don't know, bro, because like I haven't looked too much into it. I know Obama had a similar situation when he was president. He had to appoint someone, and some people wanted him to wait until after his presidency. I'm assuming it's because that they don't want a current president. Doesn't matter if it's Trump, but any president, if one of the Supreme Court judges were to pass, and they were say they're a Republican and then Democrats in office, people are probably like, you should wait until after your presidency or after the election to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because then I could easily see someone being like, all right, boom, like I'm a Democrat and this Republican just passed. Now I need to appoint someone. I know I'm leaving in a couple months. I'm putting the most progressive person in here. Boom, and now I'm out. Type shit. And now I could easily see how that would be an issue if you're putting someone in, you know, right before you leave that may not be the best person to put in for the future. But because you're leaving, you don't even know what's going to be coming up. But the next president, whether that's the current serving president or whoever gets elected, will obviously have 4 more years to deal with this shit, so they could possibly appoint someone that would be better suited to kind of deal with the things that are going to be happening. I don't know if that's the reason that they're saying that, but I feel like that kind of makes sense. Yeah, you know. But she said that. She said she doesn't want. She doesn't want.
I hope I didn't misquote that, but she had some type of final wish in regards to nobody replacing her spot until the next president is elected. Let me see.
She must have knew it was coming.
Here we go. Trump questions. This is for today.com. Over the weekend, the president announced his plans to nominate a woman to fill late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. President Donald Trump responds to the late Judith's final wish that her place on the Supreme Court not be filled until a new president is installed. Yes, that was a request. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, unless you have anything else on that, I find that it's telling, because you don't want someone to fill your spot to the next presidency, and why? Lord knows why. But I feel like, because maybe she would know, or maybe we just don't know, we just haven't read it yet. So it's us just spitballing, guys. But maybe it's because she just doesn't trust Donald Trump.
Probably. I mean, not a lot of people do trust the man, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, she probably doesn't know what it was, bro, and she's just trying to do one last thing for the American people. But we'll see, because I'm sure wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump's like, I don't give a fuck what she wanted. She's not here anymore. You know, I'm appointing this person or that person. So we'll just have to see, man. What is crazy though is how Supreme Court judges, once you're appointed, you don't leave until you die.
That's fucking crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Why?
Like, why?
That's that old guard shit that happens in America. We're only gonna do it this way and this way. And that's it. Like, get the fuck out of here.
There's no fucking. I don't even want to talk about it, man.
Yeah, it's some bullshit. But all right, we finna slide out of here, man. It was really good to be back in person, and it's good to see you, bro. Now I got my own place. You can slide whenever the fuck you.
Yeah, bro. I'll be over there, man.
Definitely.
I'll be over there.
So, all right, give me your social medias, my boy.
It's P Bugs on most of them. PB00GS on Instagram, on Apple Music, on Snapchat. I'm not even gonna give you my Twitter because I don't post shit on there.
Should.
I think I might just make a new one, a new Twitter.
Go up, bro.
Yeah, I think I was gonna make a new one. I was just probably gonna flood.
And I can give you a page to promote it. You literally send this nigga $10 on. I ain't finna, we'll talk business later. We gonna talk business later.
But yeah, man. So that's all the ones that I'm actually on most of the time. PB00GS.
Yep. Vontrell Duh on all platforms, cause I'm not even gonna say it's Vontrell Duh, cause I'm not good at that. But Vontrell Duh on all platforms. Devonn Allen on IG, DShoot815 on Twitter. ISD and School Detention on all your podcast platforms and on YouTube as well. All on YouTube. Please check us out, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. Please, guys. Thank you guys so much for checking us out, and you guys have a great week. Please be safe, wear a mask, and yeah.
Peace.